Hi, and welcome back to Tech for Teachers. I'm Nancy Knapp, and today we're going to talk about one way to support struggling writers using speech-to-text functions on Macintoshes, PCs, and in Google Chrome. One of the easiest to use speech-to-text function is found on Macintosh computers. I'm going to show you how it works here on a Word document that I started on my Mac using speech-to-text. All you do is you go over to System Preferences, open up Preferences, click on Dictation and Speech, go to the dictation side, and turn it on. You have to authorize it to enable dictation. You have the choice here of using Enhanced Dictation, which you can use offline and does not send all that you dictate to Macintosh to be processed, but I haven't found it as reliable. So unless your students are typing something confidential or you don't have a good internet connection, I tend to leave Enhanced Dictation off. You also have a choice of which key you want to use to enable the speech to text, because once you turn it on here, it will always be available to you. I just use the function key, but you can pick whatever key you want. So let's take a look at how this works on this Word document. Place the cursor where I want to start, hit the function key twice, and you see what happens is this little microphone over here pops up, and it is simply recording everything I say, period. It handles punctuation decently, comma, and will even do special punctuation marks, exclamation point. Or you could ask a question, I suppose, question mark. When you're done, you just hit the function key again or you can just use your cursor to turn it off, either that you prefer. It generates a regular Word document that you can go in and edit. Say I want to change that to just, no problem. You can save it. It's a normal Word document. So the real advantage here is for your students who just cannot get words on paper. This generates that first dump draft that they can go in then and revise and change and do everything else that they want to do to it. Another advantage for busy teachers is if you go to the review bar, let's say you want to make a comment on that first draft, highlight the thing that you wanted to comment on, hit New Comment. Now you could just type your comment here, but it might be quicker. Hit the function twice, and now you can make your comment through voice. The other nice thing about this is that it works on anything on your Macintosh. It will work to let you dictate emails. You can use any program in which you could type. So all in all, I find this a pretty useful program if you have Macintoshes available. But most schools use PC computers instead of Macs, so let's take a look at speech-to-text on PCs. It's slightly more difficult to access, but not too bad. You go to the Start menu, bring it up, go to All Programs, go up to Accessories, and down to Ease of Access. And you will see Windows Speech Recognition is the last thing under Ease of Access. You click on that, and you get, it should appear at the top, this little bar with a microphone and an indicator that it's sleeping. To get it to stop sleeping, you can do one of two things. You can turn it on using your cursor. Okay, it is now listening. Stop listening. Then you can turn it off using your cursor. It goes back to sleeping. Sorry, it's been typing madly when I didn't want it to yet. Okay. Otherwise, you can also voice command it. You can say, start listening. Start listening. Stop listening. Once it is listening, you simply bring up the document you want to write in. In this case, we're going to write a 7th question for this quiz that I've been designing. and place your cursor where you want it to start typing and go. So let's see how that works. Start listening. Start listening. Which branch has the most people in it? Question mark. Stop listening. As you can see, the microphone, I think, is not quite as reliable. The speech-to-text function is not quite as reliable as the one on the Mac, but perfectly acceptable. You cannot, however, insert comments using it. And I'm not sure how many different programs it'll work on. I know it works with Word, but it doesn't seem to work really well with email programs, although that could be just the way this computer's configured. But probably the most useful and maybe even the easiest speech-to-text function is in Google Docs. To do it, all you do is go to your Google Drive. You can use Google's voice typing in any document, but let's say you want to start a new one. Okay, you go to New, go down to Google Docs. Here's your document. All you have to do is under Tools, hit Voice Typing. No add-ons, nothing special. Click on the microphone and start talking! Exclamation point. As you can see, it handles punctuation pretty well, comma, and I think it's pretty good at speech recognition too, although like everything else, it can make a mistake. Period. When you're done, all you do is click off the microphone. Now, it won't let you make comments through voice typing, unfortunately, unlike the Mac. But what it will do, though, is it automatically saves the document. You go up here, you can title it anything you want to. Say sample document. Not feeling terribly original today. And it is auto-saved, but also you can download it, like any Google Doc, in a number of formats. I can download it as a Microsoft Word document, something in OpenOffice. I can even download it as a PDF or an EPUB. So this is a speech-to-text program that will work on any computer that can use Google Chrome as a browser.